Hi, so far we have learned how to build AI models and systems. Now we enter a new era of AI systems that does not answer questions but take action, use tools and make decisions. This is called Agentic AI. So let's move on and understand it. So here are our learning objectives. First, we will define what an agentic AI is. Second, we will compare chatbot versus agents. Same type of AI model can be used, but operating model is different. Third, we will explain the agentic loop, why iteration is the key that enables multi-step workflow. And fourth, we will review where agentic AI shows up in real systems and what guardrails are required. As we move through this roadmap, listen up for two things. What tools are involved and what checks keep it safe. Those two questions help you understand agentic AI in practical terms. So let's move on. Let's start with chatbot. So, what is chatbot? Because they are the baseline most people know. A chatbot follows reactive patterns. You ask something, it answers, and then it waits. This makes chatbot great for question and answer, drafting, summarizing, and guidance. But the key limitation is chatbots typically do not independently act. Even if a chatbot tells you create a ticket or update this record, the execution usually still depends on a person or on a separate automation. So, simplest takeaway is chatbot talks, they do not complete multi-step work unless they are turned into an agent with tools and orchestration. Now, what is an agent? An agent is built to achieve an outcome. You give it a goal and it walks through multiple steps to complete that goal. For example, prepare a weekly report and email it. That requires pulling data, summarizing, formatting, and sending. An agent can, plan those steps, call the right tools, check each result, and continue until the task is complete. So important is an agent is not just a language model, it is model plus orchestration plus tools access plus policy and login. That is why agents are more powerful than chatbots and also why they require more governance. The agentic loop. Well, this slide shows the agentic loop. This is the defining feature of agentic systems. This loop is goal, plan, act, observe, adjust, and repeat. And why does this matter? Because real work is not one step. You act, you see the result, and you adopt. The observe step is also a safety feature. Instead of trusting one generated answer, the agent can ground itself in tool output and validate before moving on. And loop must have stop rules. A good agent knows when to stop, when it succeeds, when it fails, and when it hits a limit or with it needs human approval. So, chatbot versus agents. Let's compare them. Well, a chatbot is a prompt driven. The user is in control of each turn. An agent is goal driven. It is designed to progress through steps and reach an outcome. A quick example, book me a flight. A chatbot can suggest options and explain trade offs. An agent can search inventory, compare constraints, ask for preferences, reserve with approval, and send confirmation. So, the difference in the operating models, tool use, iteration, autonomy, and quadrilles. Now, example of AI agents. Here are few examples to make this concrete. Travel booking. It's a multi-step search, compare, reserve, and then confirm. If you talk about research, so it gathers source, summarize, draft, and verify. IT troubleshooting will have diagnosis, run checks, apply fixes, and document it. HR will have answer policy, create cases, route approvals, and schedule. Notice the shared pattern is like goal, steps, tool use, and then verification. So as you look at these, think of a workflow in your area that is repetitive and touch multiple systems. That is often where agents create values. So how agents use tools? Let's understand it. Well, tools are the bridge from text to action. Agents can call APIs to interact with systems, read and write files, search knowledge bases, and execute functions or scripts. This is powerful, but it also where risk increases. If an agent can take action, we must control what action it can take. So, every tool should be permissioned, validated, and logged. So, ask who is the agent acting as? What can it do? What changed? And can we audit it? This idea, tool plus guardrails, is the heart of enterprise grade agent design. So where agentic AI is used, where do agents show up? Let's understand it. Co-pilot style systems keep the human in the driver's seat, suggesting actions and asking for confirmation. Autonomous workflows run in the background, triggered by events like a new ticket. Enterprise automation connects agents to business systems like CRM, ERP, or ITSM. Multi-agent systems split roles so one agent plans, one executes, and one verifies. So, a good adoption strategy is start small, measure impact, and scale with guardrails. So, why agents are powerful? Why do agents matter? Let's understand it. Because real work is multi-step and cross-tool. Gather information, decide, act, and document. Agents can reduce context switching and coordination across tools. Benefit includes faster recycle time, consistent execution, and better documentation. The ladder on the right is the conceptual maturity path. Manual assisted chatbots, agentic workflow, more autonomous operation. Important point is this is a conceptual, not measured. Real benefit depends on the workflow, the integration, and guardrails. So when implemented well, agents free people from repetitive coordination and let them focus on judgment and decision making. Risk of agentic AI. With agents, capability increases, but so does risk. Wrong action can create real incident because agents can touch real systems. Security risk increases because malicious inputs can try to manipulate the agents, and over automation can remove human accountability. So, we design guardrails, least privilege, approvals, validation, log monitoring, and human in the loop. So, to close, here are the next steps. In the next module and lab, we will move from concept to building a simple loop, tool calling, memory, and evaluation.